Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to send this message to you, the participants at the Armament and Disarmament Summer School. I want to extend my sincere thanks to the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute and the Alva Myrdal Centre for Nuclear Disarmament at Uppsala University, together with the Odesa Center for Non-Proliferation, for convening this inaugural program. I hope you will take inspiration from the pioneering work for disarmament advocacy of Alva Myrdal to set yourselves ambitious goals that build on her legacy. The environment today is plagued by the absence of trust and dialogue. Relations between nuclear-armed states continue to corrode. Vast sums are spent on weapons that are faster, stealthier, and more accurate. As the UN Secretary General had said, we are one mistake, one miscalculation from annihilation. The disarmament and arms control challenges we face are complicated. The nuclear order is no longer bipolar. Regional nuclear crises could drag in other nuclear-armed states. Technological developments have established new domains of conflict in cyber and outer space. New conventional weapons with strategic capabilities have further complicated the landscape. Similar to what the climate movement has taught us about the fate of humanity, we need disarmament and arms control if we are to avoid catastrophe. These are not utopian constructs only to be utilized when the time is right. They are practical tools essential to conflict prevention and resolution. They keep the world and all of us safe. Let us not forget, some of the most consequential disarmament and arms control agreements have come out of times of acute crisis. Fewer than 10 months after the Cuban Missile Crisis that brought the world to the brink of nuclear war, the United States and the Soviet Union concluded the Limited Test Ban Treaty. The Russian invasion of Ukraine and the continuing war has increased the risk of a nuclear weapon being used, but it has also demonstrated that the need for, at a bare minimum, continued engagement and dialogue on these issues. The importance of seeking practical risk reduction mechanisms cannot be understated. Maintaining the 77-year-old norm against the use of nuclear weapons is in the vital interest of both NATO and the Russian Federation. The 10th NPT Review Conference, held this month, was a unique opportunity to make progress on these matters. The crisis has also revealed the critical importance of disarmament education in achieving a peaceful, secure, and stable future. You know well that geostrategic conditions are not static. The disarmament and arms control regime cannot be either. This means creating a framework that builds on the gains of the past to address our current and future realities. It needs to include all types of nuclear weapons, missiles, and missile defense. It needs to understand the growing nexus between technology and different weapons. It should move away from bilateral arms control to include other relevant actors. This is where you must play a role. As part of the largest generation in history, today's young people hold tremendous power and responsibility. You provide the fresh perspectives and innovative ideas necessary to confront the challenges of an evolving environment. Preparing the next generation of disarmament and arms control practitioners is essential for our collective security. We cannot allow the lessons of the past to be unlearned. We must build on them, looking into the future. My office is committed to providing students, researchers, policymakers, and practitioners in the field of disarmament and non-proliferation with the skills and knowledge they need. Our Youth for Disarmament initiative creates space for young people from diverse backgrounds to contribute to disarmament discourse, and our annual Disarmament Fellowship trains young diplomats in the ins and outs of the multilateral disarmament machinery to enable their future role as practitioners. Through various partnership initiatives with different institutions, including regional organizations, academia, and civil society, we train and empower young professionals, in particular young women, to be active participants in disarmament policy making and programming now and into the future. I take this opportunity to encourage you to seek avenues to apply what you have learned in this program. You have a willing partner in the UN Office for Disarmament Affairs, and I look forward to working with all of you. Be bold, be ambitious, be creative. I wish you the best of success.